So a question I got asked recently by someone who wants to go freelancing is, would the company that they work for provide the tools and software, or would they need to provide their own tools and software? Now, with these questions, it always depends. So sometimes when you have large organizations who want a freelancing or contracting data analyst, they will usually provide the tools. So whether it's Power BI, Tableau, whether it's SQL, you would usually get an access to their systems and you would have their tools to work from. However, some clients don't, okay? So for example, if you're working with Power BI, they may expect you to have a desktop version of Power BI to be able to do your work, or SQL for you to have your own version of SQL, or other tools. Now, some clients actually allow you to use open source tools. So what you might be able to do is have tools like Python or R installed on your machine and use that to do the work. But typically what happens is if they're using a specific tool, then they will give you access to that tool. They usually either give you a virtual machine or they'll give you a login. So they'll set you up on their system. So a lot of what happens is freelancers, is that they get set up on the client system as though they're an internal employee. They get an email, and with that email you get access to all of their internal tools, so you'll be working there. And a lot of the reasons clients do this is because they don't want the data leaving their environment. They want you to work within their environment and their tools, so therefore the data is secure. But like I said, there are occasions when they may want you to have your own version of Tableau or Power BI, but they may give you a virtual machine in which to work within, so therefore the data doesn't leave their environments. Some clients obviously are happy for their data to leave their environment, especially once they've anonymized the data or pseudo-anonymized the data, so there's no privacy issues, and in which case then you're able to use Python or SQL or R, whatever suits you to be able to run the analysis. So to answer those questions, it's a depends, okay? So what you need to do is when you go for these contracts is ask that, say to them, would I be expected to work with your tools? Would I be expected to have my own tools? Now, one of the things you can't do is if they expect you to have your own version of tool, is to charge them for it. Now, that is not so much of an issue because you can actually get monthly subscriptions to certain tools, and like I said, Python and R would be free, but things like Tableau, Power BI, you can get monthly subscriptions and you can use those tools to query the data. But I wouldn't charge the client for them because they're not that much monthly. You just factor it into your day rate, and it's just a cost of providing the service. So would a company provide you with tools? Again, like I said, it depends. So when you are interviewing for the role, make sure you ask the question.